Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.
Welcome into Madison County Sports Night Live for Wednesday, March the 1st. Happy March, everybody. Walking out of Alumni Coliseum tonight, I got a little wet in that downpour that was coming down, but so I guess March is coming in like a lion, as the old saying goes. But hope you had a good day out there before the rain. It was 11th Region Girls semifinal night over at Alumni Coliseum. First game of the night, we had the defending champions get unseated. Franklin County was beaten by Lexington Catholic. And then the second game, it looked like we were going to have another upset as Madison Central jumped out to a big early lead. But the Lady Indians could not hold on, and it was Frederick Douglass storming back to pick up a 57-50 win over Madison Central. So on Saturday evening over at Alumni Coliseum, it'd be the Lexington Catholic and Frederick Douglass in the 11th Region Final, and all Lexington battle here in Richmond. But let's tell you about Central's final game of the season. Man, what a great start. They jumped out to a 17-2 run in the first quarter, but Douglass answered right back in one of these statistical anomalies where Central went on a 17-2 run and Douglass answered with a 17-2 run. So we were tied at 19 in the second quarter. Central did go into the half up 29-23. Douglass took the lead a couple of times in the third quarter, but we headed to the fourth quarter tied at 41, and that's where Douglass was able to outscore Central 16-9. To wrap up the 57-50 win. Bailey Hensley, 18 points, 15 rebounds for her on a 9 of 17 shooting. Another double-double. She must have at least probably 15 of those this year. Eden Campbell, 16 points, or Eden Carter, 16 points, I'm sorry, on 7 of 11 shooting. Brooke Campbell, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Natea Strader, 5 points. Olivia Metcalf, 3 points. And Brittany Campbell, 2 points and 7 rebounds. Lots of interesting stats from this game. All year we've talked about how good Central's defense is, how they like to press, how they like to get a lot of points off turnovers, get out in transition, and can only force a really good, athletic, and big Frederick Douglass team into 8 turnovers tonight, which was responsible for only 7 points off those turnovers. And while Douglass forced 12 turnovers against Central, 10 of those in the second half, and they got 13 points off of those turnovers. So that was a big difference there. The fouls were certainly worthy of note as well. In a game where there weren't a lot of whistles, there was only 19 fouls called in this game, but there was only one foul call on Frederick Douglass in the second half. Douglass was 4 of 11 from the free throw line. Central got to the free throw line just 3 times. They were 2 of 3 from the free throw line. But Central shot 44%, 4 of 12 from three-point range. Douglass was an even 50% from the field and 3 of 15 from the three-point range. So disappointing end of the season, of course, for Madison Central, but this was a team that didn't even make the region tournament last year, and they do have 2 seniors graduating, but they're going to have pretty much their entire starting lineup back. So afterwards, we got a chance to talk to Coach Scott True, and here's what he had to say. Alumni Coliseum, where the Lady Indians have had their season come to an end with a loss to Frederick Douglass in the semifinals of the 11th region tournament. Coach Scott True, and Coach, you guys were up 17-2. early on, but obviously they have a really good team with, like you said the other day, 4 kids that can score 20-plus points. So they kind of chipped away at that lead, and things started to change after that.
Yeah, it was very much like the first game we played. We got out early, and then they made some shots, and we hit a little bit of an offensive lull, and they brought Darrington came back tonight, came in and really bothered us on the inside, and we just couldn't score consistently against their defense. They did a really good job of not turning the ball over and not giving us some offense off our defense, which was really tough. So it's a tough night. They're a really good team. They can score a lot of ways, and they showed that tonight.
Yeah, but you held on to that lead all the way until the beginning of the fourth quarter there, and you just kind of kept scrapping, but didn't get many calls, and like you said, only shot 3 free throws the whole night.
Yeah, against that size and length, if we're only going to shoot 3 free throws, it's going to be a tough night. And it's postseason basketball, and we missed some layups and things like that. We didn't shoot particularly. We shot it well early, but their length wore on us, and it bothered our shots a little bit. And we didn't make some shots, but again, they did a really good job offensively. They didn't let us turn them over. They have 3 of the best guards in the region, and they played like it tonight. And then you throw in a post who can get to 20 points, and it's a tough guard for us.
Yeah, I thought the second half in particular, Eden kind of kept you in it. She did, going up against kids that were 1.5 feet taller than her, just no fear going in there and getting some big buckets.
Yeah, Eden did a great job, and everybody knows they backed off. Everybody knows, she's going to go left, and tonight she went anyway and scored. She really did. She really kept us in the game. But I'm so proud of these kids and what they accomplished this year. Winning 22 games. I don't think very many people thought we would do that. And winning the district, getting back to semifinals for the first time in 8-10 years, whatever it is. I'm really proud of what they accomplished. And I told them, I said, eventually you'll get to the point where you'll get over the sad because it happened and be glad because it happened. Yeah. And I think hopefully they'll get there and understand what they did this year.
Yeah, and of course you only got the 2 seniors. Most of the rest of these, all your starters will be back hopefully, and so learning experience and hope to another step forward.
Yeah, I told them after, we kind of knocked on the door. Hopefully next year we can, take that next step, and because they're good enough to do that, and we'll heal up and get over this and get back to the gym. We'll go back to work and see if we can't go a little further next year.
All right, well, appreciate your help all year and everything.
Appreciate you guys very much for your coverage. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you very much.
I usually don't like to talk to folks, especially on video after they lose, but Coach True was nice enough to talk to us. He needed a few minutes to, kind of get his everything, emotions and stuff together afterwards, but do very much appreciate him taking the time to talk to us. 22-7, great season for Madison Central, and he's exactly right what he said there on the video. I don't think a lot of people had them winning 22 games and getting all the way to the region semifinals. So definitely exceeded expectations and should have that entire group back next year. A little bit more from the second half here. Like I said, 41-41 after 3 quarters. Frederick Douglass went up 46-41, then back-to-back buckets by Eden Carter got the lead back to 46-45. Natea Strader was battling foul trouble there in the 3rd and 4th quarters. She got her 4th. She did come back in and hit a big 3, which kind of kept the lead close, but in the end it was Frederick Douglass picking up the 57-50 win. So Douglass versus Catholic, 6 o'clock Saturday night over at Alumni Coliseum. Maybe, and I say maybe because this has kind of been hanging over everything with the 11th region this week has been EKU men's basketball, because EKU men's basketball plays Thursday night, tomorrow night, in the quarterfinals of the semifinals of the ASUN tournament at Liberty. And if things work out, if EKU can go to Liberty and pick up a victory, and Lipscomb beats Kennesaw State down in Georgia, EKU on Sunday would play host to the ASUN championship game, tournament championship game. So EKU is the 3 seed. So if the 3 seed beats the 2 seed, the 4 seed, Lipscomb beats the 2 seed in Kennesaw, the 1 seed in Kennesaw State, then the highest remaining seed would be EKU, and they would play host to the tournament championship game, which means that could mean rescheduling part of the 11th region tournament on Saturday. Probably the girls' final would have to be moved. I have no idea when, where, and how. Of course, the same thing kind of happened the other night with Queens. If Queens had beaten Kennesaw, EKU would have had a home game tomorrow night. They would have been playing at home instead of on the road, and that would have caused some things to be moved around. But at this point, nothing has been moved yet. But EKU has to go to Liberty tomorrow, and that's not an easy thing to do, folks. Liberty is 17-1 at home this season, with the only loss coming to Southern Miss. They beat EKU at home a couple weeks ago by 10 points. It will be a very difficult task, but the Colonels have been playing well. They got a lot of momentum coming off that big win over North Alabama in the quarterfinals on Tuesday here at Alumni. So that'll be tomorrow night. So we'll be keeping you updated on that. I'll be like everybody. I'll be got the ESPN Plus tuned in, and I'll be watching it on TV just like all the rest of you. So, but we did have ASUN basketball action tonight because EKU women wrapped up their regular season with a trip to North Florida, and it was an 83-71 victory for the Colonels, and they finish as the number 5 seed in the ASUN, which means they will have to go on the road for the first game of the tournament. They will be playing the number 4 seed Austin Peay on Sunday down in Clarksville, and the winner of that one gets the unenviable task of having to go into the semifinals down to Florida Gulf Coast to take on the Florida Gulf Coast team that is by far the best team in this league and has been for quite a while. So first things first, match up with Austin Peay on Sunday down in Clarksville. But to end the win over North Florida, Daniela Rainey, 22 points, pushing her past 1,000 for her career. Antoinette Walker, 21 points. And Alice Recanati messed around and almost had a triple-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. So EKU was locked into the 5 seed before this game anyway because of a little bit of a scheduling quirk where Central Arkansas had to forfeit the remaining parts of the last 3 games of their regular season because they didn't have enough players with injuries and illness and stuff. So, but EKU women's basketball Sunday at Austin Peay. Old OVC rivalry renewed, right, Randy? Right, it's like the OVC days again.
True.
And Randy
Very
felt
true.
All right, well, looking ahead to tomorrow night, all we got on the schedule is that EKU Liberty men's basketball game in the semifinals of the ASUN tournament. Colonels have 20 wins on the season this year already and looking to make some history. And it's been quite a while since they've gotten to the finals of a conference tournament. I'd have to go back and look it up. Maybe it was that 2015 team that won the tournament and played Kansas in the first round of the NCAA tournament, but it's been a little while. And looking ahead to Friday night, we have Berea College women playing in the NCAA Division III tournament. We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow, but they'll be playing up in northern Ohio as well. And they're actually, I should have mentioned this yesterday, but they broke into the NCAA Division III top 25 poll for the first time in school history. They're ranked 25th this week, so making some waves and looking to go up there on Friday night and get a victory. So, all right, Randy, anybody watching us tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Of course they are. Here, let's see.
Of course.
Who we got? We got Ricky Elkins. Oh, Abundant Hope Naturals is watching. Hey, everybody from Abundant Hope. Lisa Thacker Burns, Maxine Hinton, Carlene Newton, Harold Baltner's watching. Nicole Osborne's watching. Jen Cowan's watching. Michelle Thompson's watching. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people up late.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a late. I warned you all yesterday. On the 8:30 game, I warned everybody.
I took a nap.
Yeah. Well, I know you wanted me to play some Eddie Rabbit. I love a rainy night, but this is Vinyl Wednesday. We have Eddie Rabbit on vinyl. So we're going to go with something a little bit. Yeah, I don't have that one. If you have it, then bring it up here. I'll play.
I don't have it. I do have a bunch. I do have a bunch of vinyl records. I need to go through them for you.
Wow. What are you doing, man?
I know. I do. I forgot. I just remembered it.
Really? You've been hiding those from me?
Ryan, when he was small, he came across them. They were Janie's. He thought they were giant CDs.
Well, you remember those laser discs they used to have that were like almost
I used to have
the
those.
record? Yeah.
He thought they were giant CDs. I said, you should see the player in the car.
He's trying to shove it into the CD player, you know. Well, now you got me interested. I want to go. I want to see what you got.
Yeah, I need to go down there and see what I got.
Down in the basement.
It's in the basement.
Are they in good shape? They in good shape?
Ricky said it's on the Urban Cowboy vinyl.
Oh. Well, if you have it, Rick, bring it up here and I'll play it. Maybe we'll do it next Wednesday.
Come on, Rick, bring it up here, man.
I'm going to make Rick happy though and do some country though. He's always asking for country.
Are you? Okay.
He probably won't know this, but this is 2017. I think this is I don't think he's put out a record since then, but this is Willie Nelson, God's Problem Child. Well, it's hard to see that with him.
Nice. Can't go wrong with Willie. Which was,
this is
I think, best looking man on Time Magazine in 1966, by the way.
Redheaded Stranger, right? Right? Redheaded Stranger? There you go. I'm going to I take the thing off, you can see it there. God's Problem Child,
There we
Willie
go.
Nelson.
Oh, yeah, nice. Excellent.
So this is a cool song. I always like this. My dad liked this song too.
Excellent. Good.
It's called Still Not Dead.
Still not dead. Well, that can be said today about Willie.
About everybody. So. I woke up again, still not dead. There's the redheaded stranger, Willie Nelson.
Love it, love it, love it. There you go, Rick.
Ricky Happy. I woke up still not dead.
The internet said I had passed away. If I died, I wasn't there to stay.
I woke up still not dead again today. All right, folks. Well, hope you had a great Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow on some EKU Liberty men's basketball. So go Colonels. We'll see you tomorrow.
That's it. Stay dry.
That people say.
Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber and KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.